The next topic is computers, hardware and software. Computers, hardware and software. I have written in short, hardware and software. See, we have two eyes, right? So which one is important? Is it a left or a right? Both are important, right? Similarly, hardware and softwares, they are the parts of the computers. Both are important for a computer. Without one, another one will not work. Okay, so as you know, hardwares like a keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU, okay, printer, speaker, plotter, all these things are hardware. So what is the speciality of all these hardware devices? Hardware means which you can touch and feel, even you can hold it. They are called hardware parts of the computer. So they are the physical parts of a computer which you can see, you can touch and feel. The opposite is software. Software is a intangible component. We can see, we cannot touch and feel. We work on softwares. Nothing will happen to the software. Sometimes maybe the keyboard may become an older one. It may you may just put it down and it may get break into two pieces. But software it's not like that. Only you have to update the software according to the time and the latest versions. Okay, so softwares you can only see, you cannot touch and feel. We call it as intangible components. That's the difference between hardware and software. Is it clear? And let's talk about a software. I'm going to talk about a particular software called operating system. It's a type of system software. It's a type of system software. Okay. Actually, software means it's a set of programs. Software it's a set of programs, okay, which performs a particular task. The task may be anything. If you take a Microsoft Word, the task of this Microsoft Word is just making the documents. And if you take a MS Paint, its task is only to draw and paint. So each software has its own task. Actually, software is a set of programs which do a particular task, one and only that particular task. Okay. For example, we cannot make a essay or a paragraph or attractive documents using MS Paint. We can do it only with the word processing softwares. Painting, we can do it only with the painting softwares. I cannot go and do a wonderful painting in MS Word with my own painting. I cannot do it. So each software has its own task. Okay, so these softwares are of two types that you have already studied in your lower classes, like a system software and application software. So one of the system software, it's called operating system. It's called operating system. In short, we can call it as OS. What is the OS in your system? I mean, what is the operating system in your computer? Okay, so operating system, it's a very important software in a computer. Do you know when you switch on the computer, what happens? You see the instructions of the operating system, right? Then only it comes with a starting Windows or Ubuntu or whatever you have, right? So operating system, it's a type of system software. Without this operating system, the computer will not function. This operating system software has all the instructions for the computer to work. Okay, all right. So now, can you tell me what are the operating systems we use for mobile phones like smartphones? As we discussed earlier, for smartphones, there are many operating systems like Android, okay, Windows Symbian, iOS for Apple mobiles. So many operating systems are there. So operating system, it's a basic software which required for a computer as well as for a smartphone. Without that operating system, the computer will not function, right? Okay. Then apart from this operating system, there are n number of softwares in your computer. Okay. Whatever work we do, everything it's a kind of software. It may be a system software or application software. Okay, as I said, Microsoft Word and Paint, they are application softwares. We call it as apps, applications. In mobile phones, we call it as apps. Okay, so even you can take a browser. If you want to search for any information in Google, what do? You first open a browser. In the browser, you type which website you need or what you're searching for. So browser is also a type of software. It's an application software. Okay, well, so likewise, there are different softwares in computer. So when, okay, likewise, whatever we work, everything it comes under this software only. Okay, then now let's see when you switch on the computer, what happens? We can call it as a boot up process also. When you boot up your computer, I mean switch on your computer, what happens? Immediately after switch on, did you start working on the keyboard? Is it? No, right? You will wait for a few seconds. When you switch on the computer, the CPU power button on the CPU, okay, so you wait for a few seconds, the operating systems will be loaded. Okay, so do you know what happens exactly happens at the back end? Actually, there is a BIOS system is there. Okay, let me write it here. BIOS. BIOS means basic input output system. This BIOS will do a self-test on the computer, whether the system is fine, no problem with that computer. It will do a self-test. If the test is okay, fine, then it will move on to operating systems instructions. Then only you will get a desktop. Okay, got it? So what is the full form of BIOS? Basic input and output system, which does a self-test on a computer when we first switch on the computer. Okay, every time you switch on, the BIOS test will happen. When it checks the system, it's fine. Then you will get starting Windows and then desktop. Sometimes you might have noticed that when you switch on the computer without getting the operating system's instruction, you might have seen a gray screen with a BIOS setup. Have you seen? Do you remember? You might have seen in computer lab also configure or configure message. You might have seen setup message. Okay, so if there is any problem, then it will show up with the message. Otherwise, it will directly jump into operating systems, which will load the operating systems and it will show you the desktop. Okay, and if sometimes, if a computer it's used by many people in the house or in office, what you can do? So you may think that your files should not be visible to others. Others should not interrupt your work. In this case, you can set up a username and password. Each and every user of that particular computer can set up a username and password. The login credentials, they can use it. Okay. So this is all about this hardware, software, and one of the softwares we studied about operating system. Okay, then types of operating systems in a computer and a smartphone, the types of softwares we use in a computer, whatever we work on a computer, everything comes under software category only. Okay, then BIOS system, when we switch on the computer, what happens? Then how do you shut down your computer? In Windows system, you just click on the start button, which is at the bottom left corner, right? And then click on shutdown option. Then the system, it will close all the applications and the system will shut down. And if it's a Ubuntu operating system, on the top right corner, you have a systems icon. You just click on systems, then shutdown option is there. When you click on a shutdown, which will close all the applications running on the computer and it will shut down the computer. Clear? So this is called how to shut down your computer. Clear? Okay. Then next we are going to talk about keyboard. Okay. So what is the purpose of keyboard? Yes, to feed information into the computer, we are using a keyboard. And the keyboard has many types of keys. Okay, they have given explanation of each and every set of keys. So you can see here, I'm showing you our old keyboard, which is with me. And do you see F1, F2, F3 and all? These are function keys. Every key has its own set of functions. They are called function keys. Then you can see alphabets. To type any text, we are using alphabets. Then you can see numbers, numerals. Numerals are in two places. You can see 0, 1, 2, 3 here, and this side also you can see numbers. Okay, then what else you can see? You can see special characters. You can see special characters like a dollar, ampersand, percentage. Okay, these are the special keys you can use it. Then what else you see? You can see some special keys like a enter key, space bar. This is enter, here space bar, then control keys, shift key, everything you can see. You can see control, shift, everything, alt, windows key. Okay, all the keys you can see. You can call it as a special keys. Every key has a special function. Okay, different types of functions they hold. According to the usage, we have to define it. Then if you see here, navigation keys. So navigation means 4 arrow keys. Go to the left side or right side to pay up or down. Okay, they are navigation keys, and here also you can see some keys like a page up, page down. Page up means if you are in the end of the page, if you click on the page up, you will move on to the beginning of the page. Page end means you will go to the end of the page. Okay, similarly different types of set of keys are there in the keyboard with different uses. Okay, that you have to read it from your text. It's easy to study. The next thing is mouse. Next thing is mouse. So if you take a mouse which has a buttons, right? Left button, right button, scroll button. Okay, so what is the purpose of mouse? Just a click, maybe a single click, double click to select, click and drag, or you can move a particular item from one place to another place by clicking and dragging. So these are the functions of mouse. Then roll over or hover. Roll over or hover. That means you can just move the mouse. Wherever you move, you can see, and if you keep it on a particular icon, you can see some pop-ups comes up. That is called roll over or hover. So these are the functions of mouse. Is it clear, students? So in the next session, we studied about hardware and software. First, we studied what is hardware. They are physical components of a computer. Software, which we cannot touch and feel. Okay, so as I said, I have explained the difference between these two. Okay, then what else we studied? Software. Software, it's a program. Program means set of instructions which tells the computer what to do. Okay, there are different types of software like a system software and application software. Okay, so here we studied about one of the system software called operating system, and there are many types of application softwares are there, such as MS Word, PowerPoint, okay, Corel Draw, then multimedia softwares, video editing softwares, spreadsheet programs, many are there. Database management system, they all comes under application software. Then we studied about operating systems, how to switch on the computer, what test will happen, the BIOS test, and then how to shut down the computer. These are all comes under the software part. Then under hardware, we studied about keyboard and what are the keys are there and their functions. Then mouse, what are the buttons are there and what we do with the mouse. The activities we do with the mouse. So this is all about the next session, hardware and software. Is it clear for everyone? That's good, students. Next, we're going to study about basic file operations. So in this basic file operations, we are going to study about two concepts. Before that, can you please tell me, do you have a notebook for each and every subject separately, or are you using one single notebook for all the subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, computer, Hindi, English, everything? Are you using the same notebook? No, right? You are using a separate notebooks for each and every subject. So whatever work you do with a computer, that is with a one particular notebook, computer notebook, information technology notebook. And for maths, you have another notebook. So in each and every notebook, you are performing a particular task. You're writing something related to one particular subject, right? Similarly, in computer, whatever work we are doing, okay. So if I want to make a drawing, I will use any painting software, right? So whatever work we are doing with the computer, which is getting saved as a file, which is getting saved as a file. So what is meant by file? File means it's a document. It's a single document created with the help of any software. It doesn't mean that I have to always use MS Paint. I can use CorelDRAW for making Word documents. I can use Microsoft Word, or I can use a spreadsheet for another work, or I can use any animation software, video editors. So many things are there, right? So Scratch program, PowerPoint. So many softwares are there for every work. So a file is a single document, okay, which can be created with any software. All right. And whenever you create a particular work, you are saving it. How do you save it? You go to File tab, Save, and you give a file name in your location and save it, right? So when you save, the file gets added with a file extension. It's getting added with file extension. Okay, let me write it here. So file is a single document created with the help of any software. Okay, and every file has two names. Every file has two names. What are they? The first name. First name is the name what we give. According to the file, we can give any suitable name. It's our choice. Okay. Then dot. You have to put a dot. Then file extension. File extension. This file extension will be added by the computer. Say for example, if you are creating a Word document, dot doc will be added automatically. Okay, and if you are using a Excel, Microsoft Excel, dot xls or xlsx will be added automatically. And if it's a PowerPoint, dot ppt will be added automatically. So these are the file extensions given by the particular software. Okay, the first name is, you can give any name for your file. Maybe you're creating a name list or contact details or anything. You can give any name according to the file information you are doing. Okay, so this is all about file name. File name consists of two parts. First part, dot, file extension. First name, you are providing the file name, then dot extension, which is given by the computer. Clear? Okay. Now, I have 10 or 15 files. How do I manage my files? So if you have a 5 to 6 notebooks, how do you bring it to school? You just keep it in your bag and bring it, right? So the bag is protecting your notebooks and text. Similarly, I have many files in my computer. Who will protect my files and all the files? I cannot keep it one here, there and there, right? So how do I protect it? I have to keep it in a bag, which is called folder. Which is called folder, okay? So what is meant by folder? Folder is a collection, consists of collection of files. Collection of files are called folders. You can create many folders as you like. Even within one folder, you can create another folder. In that, again, you can create a nested folders. Got it? So this is all about files and folders. Okay. And how do you enter information and how to make it as a file? One simple example. Okay. So if you want to just enter a detail of a particular student, maybe your detail, okay, name, class, contact number, and all the details, parents name and everything. So in Windows operating system, you go to search button and you can type notepad. You can type notepad. If you type a notepad, okay, a notepad, you can see the best matches and click on notepad. A notepad will open like a white paper. There you can just start typing it. After typing, you can save it. File save. This is in Windows operating system. And if it's a Ubuntu, if you're using a Ubuntu operating system, what you have to do is you have a systems. Okay, there you have to type, okay, text editor. You have to type the name text editor. If you type a text editor, you can see text editors will be displayed. Click on the first text editor, a white page will open. Normally type as you type, and after typing, click on file and save. That's all. And when you save a notepad or a text editor, which will get a file extension .txt text. It's a normal text. So clear, students? So this is all about files and folders. I hope it's clear for all the students. This is a basic operations of file. These are the basic file operations. Fine, let's go to the next session. When we talk about basic file operations, it is important to know about the shortcut keys we use it in our computer. So do you know the shortcut keys, whatever we use? Yes? What are the shortcut keys you know? That's good. Cut, copy, paste, right? Okay, let me write it over here. So you just tell me the shortcut keys, okay? So first one, to cut. We are studying about shortcut keys. We are studying about shortcut keys. So to cut, to copy, to paste, okay, to select all, and then you can say, what else you can say? To print, choose to print, to save, then undo and redo, undo and redo. So can you please tell me what is a shortcut key to cut a particular thing, maybe a file, or you may want to cut one particular line or something. To cut, you have to use Control X. Control X. To copy, the first letter C. So CTRL Control plus C. To paste, CTRL plus V. It's to paste. To select all, entire document, Control plus A. To select all, okay. Then to print, Control plus P. The common mistake made by students, Control plus P, they use it for paste. Because the paste first letter it's P, right? So don't repeat it, students. For Control plus P, it's only for printing. For paste, Control plus V. Okay. Then to save, first letter S. So Control S. Then undo, Control plus Z. Then redo, Control plus Y. So these are the shortcut keys we use. Clear? Okay, students. So students, I'm winding up this session for today now. So before that, let us recollect what we studied. Okay. So can you tell me what we studied today? Yes. First, we studied about the basic operations of a computer. Okay. Basic operation like input, process, and output. I have written in short form, okay, try to understand. So we studied about the basic operations, receiving input, processing and output. Then we studied about the input devices and output devices. We studied about input and output devices. Okay, then what else we studied? We studied about CPU and its three functional parts. We studied about CPU and its three functional parts such as CU control unit, then it is ALU, then MU, memory unit. Then this memory unit has two types, primary memory and secondary memory. Okay, primary memory, secondary memory. And this primary memory we studied about RAM and ROM, which is further divided into random access memory and read-only memory. We studied in detail and we just differentiated both also. Then secondary memory like a CD, DVD, flash card, okay, then hard disk. All these things we studied. Then especially we study about memory units. Okay, which is the smallest memory unit? That's good. A bit is the smallest memory unit. Dash is used to represent a character, a byte. Okay, so we studied about memory units. Okay, then at last what we studied in this session, then we studied about ports and connections. We studied about ports and connections. Different types of ports are there to connect different types of cables. So like a USB cables, USB ports, audio ports, then we studied about display ports, Ethernet ports, then power ports. Different types of ports we studied. Then after that, in the next session, we studied about hardware and software. So next session is for hardware and software. In detail about hardware and software. In software, we studied about operating system. Okay, how to switch on the system, how to switch it off, and everything. Then in hardware, we studied the functions of keyboard and the types of keys. Also, we studied about mouse. Okay. Then at last, the last session, we covered it about basic file operations. How to create files and folders. What are files and folders? And what are the, how does a file name appears? All these things we have studied. Okay. So, basic operations. Basic file operations. So these are the things we covered for today. Students, I have completed 3 sessions here, okay? I request each and every students to open the soft copy from your mobile or a computer and read the chapter. It is compulsory. Everyone should do it, okay? And today itself you should read it. Do not postpone it for tomorrow. Then you will have 2 more homeworks. So do your work on the same day. That's my kind request. Well, students, all of you stay home, stay safe. Thank you.